Now, I'm not afraid of worms, or even microscopic germs, but magic pachyderms? A little bit too much for me. It took me like 7 or 8 tries to get that intro right. Welcome back to Let's Play Shantae Risky's Revenge. Last time we got the elephant transformation, we got the monkey bullet ability, and the elephant stomp ability. This time we got a bit of a collect-a-thon to do, but first I actually want to mention, we're at the town right now. That's because I actually bought some shops. I bought shops, guys. I bought upgrades for basically every magic ability. First off, Spitfire. It's fireball, but in multiple directions. That was a horrible demonstration because that wall stopped it. Bam. The upgraded pike ball. You have 2 now, which is much more useful. I think it's a bit faster too. And we also have something that I barely use. I forget what it's called, but the puff thing. This time it explodes in anger. But if you actually use it without messing it up, like if I do it right now, it still only explodes! No thunder this time, just anger all the time. Anyways, let's see what actually people have to say before I end up doing the collect-a-thon that I planned for to do. Good input there, I guess. What do you have to say? You usually say some weird stuff. Alright. I wouldn't really call the stranglehold on the town evil, though. It's so far not that bad. He has a point. It's survival. Put the ladies back here. Usually people in this town have some really fun stuff to say, which is why I like showing it off. What do you have to say, kid? Alright, let's stop talking to people at the town. But, like I mentioned before, we have a bit of a collect-a-thon to do. Not too bad, but we do have quite a bit of stuff to collect. Mostly because we have 4 out of 6 transformations or abilities in the entire game now. So we have quite a few things available to us. So, let's start the collect-a-thon up right. First up, a magic jam jar. Over in the barren desert, you'll remember this boulder over here. If we turn into an elephant, stomp that boulder, and head inside. Over here we have a little bit of a puzzle here. We can't really reach this block here with Shantae's normal hair attack. No matter how close we get to the edge, it will not reach. But we could actually use any of our level 2 powers. We could use the Spitfire, even the pike ball. I'm actually going to show that off. If you use the pike ball would actually activate the platform before you land on it. Of course, I'm awful at using it, so I'm not going to use the pike ball. I'm actually going to heal actually real quick because I'm ridiculously low on health. But I'm going to use a Spitfire because that's a super safe way to do things. Use a Spitfire, we'll be able to reach these platforms no problem. Unless we don't have enough magic. Be right back, getting some magic. You try to show off something cool and you end up being made a fool. Anyways, if you have the sufficient amount of magic, you can make it across just fine with Spitfire. See, that was the last one too. We ran out of magic at the last one. Jeez. Anyways, magic jam jar. See you guys in the next one. Hopefully we'll have enough or a sufficient amount of magic. See you guys then. In the same screen that's just outside the cave we last were in, albeit I skipped a little bit ahead just to cut out some mistakes as well as just pointless walking. If you monkey bullet across the gap over here, we'll find a magic chest, or a magic gem in a chest. And then fall. Next area. Now, this isn't actually a magic jam location, but more of a goodie location, if anything else. Break this boulder. This is back at the Ammo Baron's camp, by the way. Break this boulder over here and enter here. We'll get a bunch of treasure chests with a bunch of gems in them. Great place for just some money, really. And who doesn't like money? I mean, come on. As much as, like, they hand you money in this game by themselves, this is still a nice place to get money. It's free, so why not grab it, you know? Alright, next actual magic jam location. See you guys then. Back in Lilac Fields, you remember this cave that we can't do anything about, or we couldn't do anything about beforehand. Now, we can turn to an elephant. This is weird and I never actually thought of this when I first played the game, but you could actually stomp and it'll break the blocks above. Anyways, waiting for us up here is a magic jam jar. Getting a lot of these now. Get ready for a whole bunch of magic jam jars. Anyways, next screen. See you guys then. Oh boy, Tanglewoods. This is going to be a bit of a complicated one for me. Anyways, you could actually have done this much earlier in the game, back when you first got Monkey, but over here, you come in these branches and up these trees, you'll find a magic jam jar chest thing. Yeah. But that's not the end of it. If we go down here, turn to an elephant, break this boulder. Waiting for us inside is a cave. A dark cave, for that matter. Going through this dark cave, it's not hard at all. It's pretty easy, actually. Think of this more of a challenge, kinda. It's not really even a challenge, it's just dark. That's about it. You can even avoid these enemies completely. Anyways, waiting for us is not a magic jam jar, but a heart holder. For some reason, the heart holder is completely colored while everything else is dark. Anyways, we got another heart. That's pretty alright. Next area. This is going to be a bit of a complicated one. Still in Tangled Woods, you'll remember this big cliff that we had. I didn't want to transform into that. Now, you may be thinking, but we could have done this back when we were a monkey. We could not, actually. If we go up here, we'll find a cave. Yeah, we could have done this as a monkey, but over here, however, we could not have done this as a monkey. We need the monkey bullet to get across like this. Or not like that. Like that. Meaning we needed the elephant to get the monkey bullet, meaning we couldn't do that when we first had Monkey. So, waiting for us is a magic jam jar. I think from this point on in this little mini collect-a-thon that we're doing, it's only going to be magic jam jars, so see you guys then. Back in the Tangled Woods, this isn't the screen where a magic jam jar is, but there is a little thing that I want to show because this is partly story, partly required, partly everything. Anyways, if you go back a plane, and we go all the way to the right, actually I think we need to go back another plane. Didn't actually mean to go monkey either, but monkey's fine for now. Did we want to go? No, we want to go one more plane back, meaning go above this guy and jump down, or jump across the plane. Remember these boulder guys? These boulder guys are being jerks saying, "You know, smash me." No, well, we can smash him now, like that. Yeah. Oh, he's going over here. We're back in Lilac Fields. Wow. Okay, I didn't know actually I could actually attack them in one hit. These are new types of scarecrows, by the way. They shoot powder at you, and they're jerks, and I hate them. Anyways, we saw us open a boulder up there, so let's check it out. Going over here, we need to be Monkey. Nope. Not like that. I accidentally pressed the jump button, actually. Oh, nope. Not like that either. Okay. What we need to do is do this right. You have Spitfire available. And shoot it upwards. There we go. We need Spitfire to actually shoot that in a proper angle to break that wooden block. And now that we got that done and over with, we climb up here. Now if we jump across with Monkey Bullet... Not with Monkey Bullets. That was a mistake on my part. There we go. Let's not jump across with Monkey Bullet this time, because then we just fall into a pit, and that's bad news. What we need... Let's go ahead and... Actually, is this magic? Yes, it's magic. Thank you. The game is kind enough to give me some magic. If we could just aim that right... There we go. And then, if we take a hit there... Go into a monkey bullet across, and waiting for us. Like I said, from now on it's going to be a bit of that's actually only going to be magic jam jars in this little collect-a-thon we have here. So let's make our way back. Actually, an easy way to make our way back is just doing this. I know I'm taking damage by doing that, but it's honestly easier than just going through an entire obstacle course backwards. Anyways, next screen. We're actually not done with the screen over here. We need a few more things. Jump over that because he's a jerk. This is jerk enemy placement, by the way. There's an enemy right there. I like that hard, actually. There we go. I was worried that I was gonna fall off into that pit there because of that jerk pumpkin. Or jerk skeleton pumpkin. Or scarecrow pumpkin or whatever they're called. I can't get names right. It should be obvious by now that I cannot do names. That guy. Jerk. Freaking not giving me a chance to react. I'm dangerously low on health. Anyways, waiting for us down here. I lied. There's a few more items other than magic jam jars that we're gonna grab. We found coffee machine. That's actually something we need for a story. Remember those guys wanted coffee. Anyways, let's actually take some health because I don't want to die after getting all this stuff done. And let's fall into the pit. See you guys in the next screen. Back in the area with the cook and everything, not in this plane, but back in the previous planes. There's actually only two things I want to show off here. If we break this is a bit of a story progress thing instead of actual Collect-a-thon or actual goodie Collect-a-thon, mostly because we're actually done Collect-a-thons of side stuff and Tangled Woods, but there's extra stuff we need to progress the story in here, so I'm gonna grab these right now. Anyways, if we get across these little chains, this is much easier platforming because I don't know why, it just feels much safer. I'm gonna say it's because there's no moving platforms. When there's moving platforms, I panic and I go, "Urgh." And that was genuine horrible platforming back in that one screen in the last part. I promise you, that was not fake. Anyways, we got coffee beans. And now we fall. And I actually don't want to cut off here because there's one more thing I want to show off. It's actually an achievement thing. It's not super important, but I just thought this was amusing and fun to do, so I'm going to show it off. If we go back to the previous plane, the most back plane, or backmost plane, back to the chef's house. I think this is pretty... Nope, one more plane to go. You can see the house behind that little thing. Anyways, if we go into the chef's house... I forgot to show this off last time, but I want to show it off now. Remember, the puppy follows us and everything. It's an adorable little puppy. What do you have to say? Cute little dog, right? We get an achievement for killing a dog. And he drops so much money. Do you have anything to say now that we killed your dog? No, you don't care, apparently. One thing to note is that if you leave and then come back, he's gone for good. You can't get him back. He is gone. And she does not care, apparently. Even though she cared so much about her dog that she couldn't cook, now she just doesn't care that we just killed her dog right in front of her. We've actually killed her dog. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next screen. Last area for now. Back in Pola Bay, back where the little obstacle course area we had to go through to reach the mayor to get the deed. If we go past the save guy, well, you recall that we found a cave that we really couldn't do anything about. Let's find that cave again. Man, this Collect-a-thon has been a pain. I'm gonna blame mostly Tangled Woods because that place is a bit complicated to deal with. But if we go across, and if we can find that cave, I get so nervous on moving platforms. I apologize. Oh no! Oh my goodness, I'm sorry guys for making weird noises. Anyways, in this cave here, we need Monkey Bullet to get across some of these platforms. And we have Monkey Bullet to get across some of these platforms. So, I remember this screen. I don't like this screen at all. I get super nervous in this one. Remember when I said I'm more common stationary objects? Not when it involves Monkey Bullet. Not when it involves super thin platforming where Monkey Bullet barely likes to hang on. Or the monkey form barely likes to hang on. You gotta cut very close to some of these edges, and it gets pretty scary. Anyways. Nope. There we go. We messed up that one time, but now I'm gonna get it right. Or at least I hope I'm gonna get it right. I almost fell there, right when I was saying I hope I'm gonna get it right. I almost fell off the edge there. There we go. One more. There we go. Alright. Magic Jam Jar. That was, I believe, the last one we needed. I think it's all just continuing onwards now. So, let's continue. Thankfully, the way back is much easier. So, I'll see you guys after I double check any more extra magic gems, and then in the next story area. Because I promise we're progressing in the story. See you then. Good news, guys, we're actually done collecting a bunch of stuff now. All we had to do is a bit of story stuff, and I promise you we're gonna do a little bit of story stuff. So, back in the village, or the Scuttletown area, go over here and talk to Sky. We do need help with that, considering we don't really know how to use a coffee machine or coffee bean, so let's get her help. Hopefully she might have a rotten egg too, as bad as that might sound. Alright. I don't know how this works. Yeah, we need a rotten egg too. Does she have one? Well then. Yeah, we're kind of an awful babysitter? Egg sitter? Bird sitter? Either way, we needed a latte with a rotten egg. And we got one. And no more zombie barista. You know, I don't see why we can't just give the coffee machine to the zombies. I mean, like, we don't drink coffee. Doesn't sound like we drink coffee, at least. Plus, we just found this stuff out in the field out of nowhere. Anyways, now that we got a latte with a rotten egg, we have just one more thing to do in this part. Remember this guy? Well, as I showed in the last guy, you could break him and then continue. Mermaid Cliffs. I hate this area because of these mermaids. When you're hitting them, they end up escaping into that puddle. Then they're jerks and they tag you that one time. I just don't like mermaids. They're jerks. But, ow. Also be careful, because when they're doing that little kiss thing, they actually are doing an attack. They're just doing an upwards attack, so you don't just jump over them. You could just ignore them for the most part, though. Thankfully, there's no awful platforming. Jerks. Oh, who's behind me shooting that? That's... Okay, come on now. This is getting ridiculous, game. Game, this is getting ridiculous. Alright. Oh, alright. There's way too many gases going around here. Way too many gases. Let's heal. Oh my god, this is our last heal too. Jesus. Anyways, if we go past Mermaid Cliffs and keep going, we found an area that we can't actually enter right now, and obviously if you're smart, no offense to the people who couldn't get this right now, but this is the next area we have to go to. If it has an eyeball and it's a cave, this is the area we gotta go to. Or the next dungeon. But we obviously can't enter right now because we need the Rhytops brothers, Poe and I forgot the other guy's name, to continue. To actually access the area. I actually didn't know that, ow. I hate bats, by the way. I think that's just apparent right now that I hate bats. But I actually didn't know that you had to reach... You had to actually go all the way to the left of or to the right. I know directions. I'm smart. But... Okay, I'm just being super reckless right now. But... I'm not focusing. I actually didn't know that you need to go all the way to the right of Mermaid Cliffs to actually give the latte to the brothers. I thought the brothers were near Rhytops, and I was lost for quite a while in this game. As shameful it is for me to say that, but I'm right to admit when I'm stupid. It's always good to admit when you make a mistake, and I made a dumb mistake when I first played. Anyway, some simple platforming. I think the ones that I'm most nervous at is the moving platforms. Partly because I'm impatient and partly because I panic because I don't like moving platforms. I like my platform to be stable and set where I am. Anyways, let's activate this little teleport here because that's always helpful. So we don't have to do that hell again. I really wish there was a teleporter in town though, like just in the middle of town so we could actually teleport to those areas instead of having to go to through one area specifically to get to a teleporter that goes to a different area. But what are you gonna do? Anyways, if we talk to these guys... Now that we got the coffee, or the latte. Latte, that's the fancy word for coffee. I actually don't know the difference between a coffee and a latte. That sounds gross. Alright. Plastic explosives. That's how we get into the Hypno Baron's cave. Blowing the front up. Yeah, we don't really have a button on us or anything. Electrical spark, eh? I think we got an electrical spark on in our inventory, in our arsenal of magic. Oh god. I have 2 hearts. And I don't have any... Ow. I don't have any means of getting more hearts aside from killing enemies. And I had to go through that entire way again. Well, either way, I'm gonna cut back at the Hypno Baron's tower. So see you guys then. Back at the Hypno Baron's tower, you'll notice that I have full hearts now. That's because I actually went back into the town and bought max potions and max magic potions, as well as bought the next upgrade to our hair, I forget what it's called, but now that we have the last upgrade for our hair, we have super headbanging power! It's extremely useful, more useful than I made it sound. Anyways, go in here. Let's place down these plastic explosives. Now, the guys said that we need a bolt of electricity. Thankfully, we have a bolt of electricity right here. Please reach. There we go. Yeah! Explosions are cool. Yet somehow that only lifted the gates. I didn't break the gates open or make a gigantic hole in the wall. Anyways, if we enter, this is the Hypno Baron's tower, dungeon area. Anyways, I think this is actually a good time to end off. Like I said, I like giving dungeons their own part, aside from the Ammo Baron's tower. So, I think we're going to end it off here and give a whole part dedicated to the Hypno Baron's tower. So next time, we're going to take on the Hypno Baron. By the way, I want to mention, Hypno Baron, but the Squid Baron's tower was named Hypno Tower. So confusion all abound. Anyways, I'll see you guys next time where we take on the Hypno Baron's tower and take on the Hypno Baron and grab that last magic seal. See you guys next time.